Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for not mentioning that I need a pedicure. Okay. I know many of you have noticed that and wanted to say something about it, but you just didn't want to jump in my space or face, so you didn't mention it. I know, I'm aware, it's on my list, as is a haircut. Okay. I'll be going, I promise. It's been a busy week. So, how is everybody doing today? Are you happy? Are things working out for you? Are you instilling new habits as we speak? It is October. It's great to have new habits and behaviors firmly in place before the food pushers put on their reindeer sweaters and start pushing at you to go ahead and have their traditional best of that they do during the season. It's not a day. It's a food season, and it kicks in a couple of weeks at Halloween. It ends Valentine's Day, and every single just seems like day weekend of the month there is a reason to overeat, to overindulge, and to push it all on us. And they keep coming up with new ways to do it to us. It's absolutely amazing when I see an ad for pizza delivery and they send breadsticks along. I actually heard people talking about that. I think I was Ubering them, and they were saying, how it's great to have the breadsticks and the dipping sauce along with pizza. Oh my God. I can't imagine. It's enough that I have my almost pizza every day, much less how they talk about that. And that is the new American way. I don't know. Hey, do you have your coffee? I just had a lot of mine, and I've got a little more sip left after I do this, and we'll go back out and do it again. So things are going quite well here. My driving has slowed considerably, of course, because the season of getting people here and there is definitely winding down. But I still love it, and I'm not going to stop it. And yeah, so I do need to fit in the haircut, the toesies, and the run to the Faraway Market Basket for Greg's special juice that I don't partake in, but I used to. Um, yeah, because that's good for you, right? All the antioxidants? No, no. So anyway, I've been watching my usual videos. Sometimes I go to the right of my YouTube channel and just kind of press somebody obscurely that I haven't really met yet to see how I like them. And other times I'll tune in to an old favorite. And with somebody like Dr. Sivers, hi Laurel, how are you? Um, you know, I can just listen to his voice. It just stays in my ear. Sometimes I do the earphones, sometimes not. And I can just listen away to what he talks about and recommends because he is so in touch. He is so in touch with my Ms. Slick, let me tell you. I have a feeling his Ms. Slick is a little the same. Maybe they come from the same tribe of slicks and they're out there to get us. So we don't want to be gotten, right? We want to stay true to our program. And I privately email quite a few of you out there, and it is amazing how we all find what works for us and what other people wouldn't go near. And socially, carnivore, keto, OMAD can be the buzzkill of all. It's like, how do you say to somebody, well, I stop and eat between 2 and 3, and then that's it. I can't meet you for drinks, I can't meet you for lunch, and all that kind of stuff. And then somebody wrote me how she went to a, what is it? It's not a fast food, it's a slow food, I think they consider it, place where, there's a little more dining involved than just grab and go, shove and go, stuff and go. And take your 2 cookies along with you. The places that I see that I never went into before Uber Eats is incredible. You know, No wonder. I'm surprised we're not in worse shape when I see what everything is there to just buy. But anyway, um, even being around the people that are eating probably what they think is a healthier choice than a typical fast food place, it's still hard to be around. And my hats go off to all the people that have to be around all of that. I cook Greg's food, but to me, it's not even food, even though I used to think it was food, and I do his spread daily. And, some of it are BBC's, better bad choices. And, he's getting away with it. He can eat all of that. We're both Energizer bunnies, but in different ways. I'm, in the morning getting up early and getting things ready for the day. And he's that way once he gets to work. He goes from being 65 to 30, and then he comes home, you know, tired and hunched over, and everything aches. So he has his OMAD. It's just a little bit different than what you see me posting that I have, which is usually eggs and beef. Although today it's a pork chop. Isn't that exciting? Aren't you excited? And I'll cook it probably in bacon fat, maybe a little butter, maybe a little coconut oil, but definitely bacon fat. And I was remarking to somebody that, bacon is just the outcome. It's the fat, the bacon fat I'm looking for to cook with. It's such a wonderful thing. It's God's gift to us, isn't it? Oh, all hail. Ah, we love our pig. So, what habits am I working on? Well, I've got the usual bad habits of, making lofty promises about purging my clothes and things like that. Um, and it's always there, the green bag, the Salvation Army list to go with it. And, in a perfect world, it's there. Right now, I've got those little self-care things on my docket. Everything gets taken care of course, but it's just funny when it all kind of like kind of piles up against that wall, and it's like, well, what do I tackle first? Because everything takes, that hour and a half time. Plus, the car needs an oil change. I'm telling you the pressure I live under. So I've got my food here for the day, and it's one great big pork chop. And so, I can't believe this all fits, but it does. These are my calories for the day. My calories are 1,175. My protein is 81 grams. My total carbs are 1.4. And my fats are 93 grams. So it is. Oh, the eggs aren't in there. That's why. Okay. Um, okay, that's more better. Yeah. Sorry. Clearly. All right, so it's about the same with the eggs because I had ghee in there twice. And so protein's not as high as usual, but that's okay. So it's the pork chop. It's two eggs. I'll probably lightly fry them in a separate pan, and we'll have the pork chops. And I will be happy. I usually take the fat that's rendered from cooking pork chops or steak or whatever in the copper pan and pour it over the meat. It'll be good. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the mostly beef and egg routine. The pork comes like every few weeks. It just kind of fits in. And when I'm not having that, I'm having kind of that pork, the sausage burger, little casserole with the Rouse sauce. That works too. So life is good. I don't have any complaints. And I'm just very, very mindful of Ms. Slick during the day, how she gets triggered. I find that the fat in my first morning cup of coffee gets me out the door. I'm usually very busy, still in the dark. It hasn't gotten light yet with my Uber driving. and that kind of works. And then I get to see the day break. It's nice. And then I have 2 other coffees that are bridges through the day. I just have one of those persnickety tickling hairs. So how about you guys? Do you consider your coffees bridges to get to your OMAD? Are you 2MAD working on OMAD? Are you 3MAD working on 2MAD? Or are you just happy and mind your own business, Sarah? Well, what is it that you're doing with your food? What is it that you're doing with your food? Life is good, no complaints. I'm content. Don't confuse content with bored. Bored, to me, is like Ms. Slick is looking for trouble. Content is knowing that it's slow, it's okay. Find something to do. There's always another video. And I always consider those things educational, right? So enjoy your day. Enjoy your cup of coffee if you've still got a couple of sips left. I will see you the next time. Beware of the season coming up. Get all of your protection in place, because it's happening. And it just seems that there's just more junk being thrown at us every single season. And this is Halloween to Valentine's Day. And it's too much of too much, which gets us into trouble. So if you get your habits and your behaviors and how you look at food, how you treat food, how food is for you in place, and don't look at those things as food. They just, what the food pushers have, it's just a poison. And just see that, that what is the skeleton head with the X or something like that. Yeah, not for human consumption. I'll see you the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with just a little video on contentment, I guess. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.